What's going on, guys? Today we're doing an overhead press day. As you can see, I'm getting the log prepped and ready to start warming up. The log itself is 55 pounds, and we're going to hit that for a quick 3. Then we're going to bump up to 105. And then we're going to hit our last warm up at 155. And then we're going to grab the band just to get some more blood flow to these shoulders, trying to prevent any injuries. I've had shoulder problems in the past, and I'm trying to prevent that here. Here's our first working set. It's 175 pounds, and today we're going to be doing 3 sets of 3, but that last set, that third set, is going to be a max rep set at about 82 or 83% of my 1 rep max, which for me is about 215. But that 175 went up nice and easy for 3 reps. Then we're going to bump that up to 195 here. And this 195 felt pretty good. I do wish that it was kind of coming off the chest a little bit quicker than it was, but I'll make a note of it and do what I got to do to address it. And here's me getting set up for my last set. Again, this is a max rep set, so shooting for at least 3 reps, but going for as many as possible here at 215. Good pull off the ground. Good pop of the hips. Got under it nice. 1, 2. Here I lost my balance a little bit. See, I had to take a little step, so I had to slow it down. 3, 4, 5. I have held that at the top for a little bit. I probably could have gotten 6 if I didn't waste the time and energy holding it, but 5's still pretty good for me at 215. I'll take it. And here I am just cleaning up after myself, because we're going to go on to the next exercise, which is seated Z presses. And if you've never done Z presses, I highly recommend you incorporate those into your regimen. I have found them to be highly beneficial, especially for overhead presses. And we're doing this on the axle. We're going to throw the wagon wheels on. And after we get the 2.5s and all on, this is just me walking in like a boss, like I'm finna manhandle this weight. Like, what is it, 120, 125? I'm finna throw that ass up easy. You just hold tight. Check me out. Watch me work. Yeah. Nah, but seriously, we're gonna get some work in here. We're doing 3 sets of 10 here, and like I said, this is about 120, 125. And like I was saying earlier, I find these to be very beneficial because it adds extra volume to your overhead press, but it also incorporates a lot of core, more than you would probably realize, because you're having to do an overhead press from a seated position. And when you're pressing that weight in front of you and overhead, it's wanting to lay you back flat, like almost in a bench press position. So you're having to fight against that the entire time. Here I'm lowering the pins just because that range of motion wasn't quite there. This was only about chin height, and I'd rather it get a little bit deeper in the chest so I can get a full range of motion with that press. And we're going to bump the weight up 5 pounds, taking this up to 125, 130-ish. Got us a Powerade 0. Make sure you're counting your fucking calories, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll tell you, on workouts like this, on a hot day like this, Powerade 0 really hits the spot. It's been my go-to for a while now. Get a couple more sips of that Powerade. If y'all ever watch Space Jam, and there's the scene where they're in the locker room at halftime, and they're losing to the monsters, and Bugs Bunny breaks out that bottle of good stuff, and it gets them all hype and gives them like Hulk muscles and stuff. It was Powerade Zero. It was blue Powerade Zero in that bottle. I don't know if you knew that or not. Had to give those last couple reps a little chest rest, but that's okay. We got it done. And here's the comedy portion of the video here, because you're gonna get to see my terrible pull-up game. But I do my best and I try. I think I got like 10 or 11 here, and this is just my body weight. And because I got 10 or 11, we're going to bump the weight up here. I had to get a little sip of that good stuff. Yeah, we're going to throw a 8-pound dumbbell in the mix here for this next set of pull-ups. Just plop it under the beanbag there and let it rip. I think I got like maybe 8 or 9 there. I wasn't really counting. So we're going to stick with that 8-pound dumbbell. This is set number 3. And these are sets till failure. Got about 6 reps there. And here, I'm pretty fatigued. My grip's kind of fatigued, and like I said, my pull-ups just are not my strong suit. So I'm pretty sure I only get like 4 or 5 here. 4, 5. And then I drop the dumbbell to try to get some more reps in. And I may get like 2 more. Yeah. Maybe not even 2 full reps. And here we're doing side lateral raises with the dumbbells. Here we're just plugging the leaks, hitting the side delts that get neglected on an overhead press day. And those pull-ups we were doing before are really helping hit the rear delts that get neglected as well when you're doing presses of any kind, because those anterior delts get really overworked. So doing workouts like pull-ups and side lateral raises just kind of plug those leaks and help your shoulders get a full, well-rounded workout and make sure they all get some love. And those were just 20s. So I'm going to bump up to 25-pound plates here. And this is the portion where I sit and I contemplate why I do this to myself, why I come out here day in and day out. I could just quit. Nobody's watching. I don't have a training partner. So, I mean, I could just stop right now. I don't have to do this. But then I'm reminded, oh yeah, I got a 4-year-old daughter who's going to be dating in about 10 years. And she's going to bring them boyfriends around and they're going to think shit sweet with dad. And I'm going to have to, show them what the deal is. And I got a son who's going to want to try me one day. And he's going to look at these delts and he's going to have to get dealt with. You know what I mean? And, so I just got to suck it up and grind it out. They're going to have friends come up to them and be like, hey, my dad can beat up your dad. And, I'm probably going to have to take on a couple dads, and they're going to have to be like, shit, yeah, you thought that was a good idea, bringing your dad over here. You didn't know my dad drinks blue Powerade Zero? His pull-up game ain't worth a damn, but, should have known better. Look at him. No, I'm just kidding. But get some more of that good stuff in. And we got one more set of those lateral raises. And on this last set here, you're going to see I do swing the weight a little bit. I am pretty wore out at this point. I've done a lot up to this point. So I am going to be using a little body English to get this weight up and get this last set knocked out. But I still practice good form. Still make sure I'm getting good quality reps in. Making sure they count. I'm not just throwing them around. And like I said, up to this point, man, I've worn myself out, man. This is tough stuff, and here soon you're going to hear just how tough it is when I get done with this set. But yeah, other than that, I might hit some dumbbell curls and dumbbell triceps. But other than that, I'll catch y'all on leg day. Missed.